that men marry men and women marry women. وَيَذْ بِاللَّهِ. Physical. And it's open, clear, physical. So we have to recognize and understand that because these people, they may have power and authority, they may have position, people may look up to them, they may be well educated, they may have big armies, they may have all of these things, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, never let yourself want to be like them. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ. Because when they do these things, it is a clear indication they have forgotten Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And because they have forgotten Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls them to forget their own souls, because they think that what they are doing is bringing them good. They think that what they are doing is what is good for the humanity, or good for the society, or this is justice, or this is compassion, or this is mercy on the people. We don't discriminate, we don't segregate, and we don't show prejudice. They think these are good things. So they are in this state of ghurur, in this state of deception. So for the believer, brothers and sisters, then we have to recognize and understand that we will never want to be like them. Yes, mashallah, it doesn't mean that we don't exist with them with peace. It doesn't mean that we have enmity between ourselves, but it means that we establish ma qala Allah wa ma qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And our goal, as far as they are concerned, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would guide them ila siratul mustaqim. That we, inshallah, make the effort to be an example for them, that they can see that what is the true nature of the human being, what is the true deen that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written for the human being, this deen of Al-Islam. So we have that responsibility, mashallah, when we live amongst them. But we have to be very careful that we don't let our hearts start to lean towards them, that we want to be like them, وَيَذْ بِاللَّهِ. Because this is a clear prohibition from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ. And in Nasrullah, do not be like them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the khabar of the ilm here in the last ayah, لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a clear axiom. And just like when you're doing a math problem or higher algebra or trigonometry, you know that you have certain axioms that you have to follow. You have certain formulas that you know that when you put this formula into practice, that inshallah you're going to come out with the right solution. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us an axiom that we have to take and understand and hold on to, because we cannot judge things by what we see in front of us at any particular time in this human condition. Because our lives here on this earth, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned, وَمَا حَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. That if we are not hold fast to the book of Allah and the sunnah of the Messenger ﷺ, then it is easy for us to be deceived. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that indeed that the people of the paradise, the companions of the paradise and the companions of the hellfire can never be equal. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. So they can never be equal. So when we want to then choose which side we want to be on, of course, أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزين and هم الفائزون, that indeed the people of the paradise, they are the ones who will be successful. So regardless of what the political situation might be right now, and regardless of what our brothers and sisters are facing right now in Syria, in Palestine, and in Masr, in Egypt, in Tunis, in Yemen, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Shishan, in all the different parts of the world, where we see is that the people of this Quran, the people, the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that they are having hardship, they are having difficulty, that their blood is flowing like water, and we think that where is the success in that? But we have to recognize and understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written for us this axiom, that never think that because of the people of Nar, that they are in authority in the land and they seem to have the position and the power at this time, that always understand Ashabul Jannati humul faizun, that the people of Jannah, they are the ones who will gain the success. If we don't see it now, then we will see it in Yawm al-Qiyamah. In the time of the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, Ahl al-Yasir radiyallahu anhu, Sumayya radiyallahu anha, that they never saw what happened afterwards, just a few years afterwards. Just a few years afterwards, when the Prophet ﷺ, he came to Mecca, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fatlahu Mecca, opened for whom Mecca, and the people entered into Islam afwaja, in crowds. They never saw that. They only saw the hardship and the difficulty, and indeed they sacrificed even their lives for this deen. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has guaranteed them the success. So the success is not always witnessed in this dunya, but as Muslims we have to know that that axiom from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is universally and eternally true. That indeed the people of the paradise, the people who struggle in this life for Allah's pleasure, His mercy, His forgiveness, indeed they are the ones who will be successful. ونسأل الله التوفيق والعافية. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم استغفروه إن الله غفور رحيم.